All right. Yeah, well, I'm a little late. Had another chat that was running over, but, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Skyver. We'll see if anybody comes in here. I'm not expecting too many of you to come in here. For goodness sakes. It is late. Hi. All right. Yeah, we got a handful of people. This isn't so bad. This isn't so bad at all. All right, let me turn down all volume. Excellent. It's super early. Well, it's super early to you. I mean, it is 10:30 here on the East Coast. Yeah. Hi. All right. Yeah, Cecil's here. Hi, Cecil. Cecil, I wanted to get you on a chat tonight. I'm having some difficulties because I really want to do a live chat with you, and I want to do a live chat with Umbrella Comics. That Umbrella guy together. I think the three of us would make a really good video. We'll talk about what's going on in comics. So yesterday, Umbrella could do it, but you couldn't. And today, you can do it, but Umbrella couldn't. And, listen, everybody, you guys, you have to free up your schedule so that we can do more live chats. It's very important. I'm glad you did get your mic today. Yeah. I was having a chat with a few other comic pros, and we were using Google Hangouts. And then, we were chatting, and it went on a little too long. I did mean to come on here at 10 p.m. And, all right, look, I wanted to talk about this incredible new, I don't know if it's a new website or not. I've never heard of it before until they did this ridiculous article on Comicsgate that I was in. I name search myself on Google like every superstar celebrity does. And and so this article came up about Comicsgate, and I was curious. I was like, well, why am I in this article about Comicsgate? Very peculiar. I have nothing to do with Comicsgate. Guys, by the way, why don't you all hit that like button? Why don't you all hit that thumbs up? I want to see it jump up. Thank you. Look, it's moving. So anyway, it was probably the worst article I've ever read, and every single aspect of it that involved me was entirely wrong. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do an article like debunking it or something like that. Or maybe I'll do a video debunking it. And I just decided maybe I won't do that because I don't want to give this site any more clicks. But yeah, they're called inverse.com. And if you read a lot of their articles, I think that's what happens to your male genitalia. This is absolutely unbelievable. Here, let's look at the articles that they've got today. Kevin Smith explains why we don't see the Hulk's dick. This is a news article. Now, I've never wondered why we don't see the Incredible Hulk's dick. Thank you so much, Eric Brand, for the super chat for the diaper fund. I really do appreciate it. It never occurred to me to ask, except for once when I was in high school, and we did these art class projects where we had to do comic book covers. That was the art project, comic book cover. And so I did this cover of the Incredible Hulk, and he was lifting an enormous boulder, and he was going to drop it on a Ghost Rider, okay? And I drew it. Let me see if I get a little thing here. We can do some drawings. So this was my cover. All right, and it's not like it was original. I was only 17 years old. All right, let's see. Ghost Rider would have been down here like this with his flaming head, fire. This is like from behind. And then like his hand was reached out like, no. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see this. I gotta readjust. His hand was reached out like, no, Hulk, don't do it. And then the Hulk was back here, I guess. And and he had like a rock over his head. Like, come on now. So here was the boulder, and then, like, here's the Hulk, and he, like, his groin, because I'd read so many look at this terrible tangent here with these fingers. You gotta fix that. Yeah. Even though this is just like a thumbnail scribble, still you gotta watch your tangents. So I've read so many comics from the 70s where people were just not conscious. The artists were just not conscious of putting any kind of male genitalia or any kind of bulge. It was just kind of flat here. And I remember, like, here's the Hulk's pants, and here's the Hulk. He's like, lots of teeth. He's angry. And my art teacher's criticism was, where is the Hulk's scrotum? And I said, what? And he said, well, you just got a flat line right here. Like, where is the Hulk's bulge? And I said, I don't know. He said, well, it looks ridiculous. It looks like he's got no dick. And that stuck with me. That was probably the best thing that my art teacher ever imparted to me. So I've been more conscious of that as a professional comic book artist, to at least get some indication that there's something going on in there. You don't have to be shy about it. You can go ahead and just you don't have to be vulgar either. You don't have to be explicit, but just a little something in there. So now Kevin Smith is, if I were Kevin Smith, in 1991, when that happened to me, I might have a clever answer for my art teacher. And this is written by James Grabay 7 hours ago. So this is kind of fresh news. The tagline for the original Superman movie was, "You'll believe a man can fly." And while superhero fans may have bought that, it seems they still have trouble believing that the Incredible Hulk's pants wouldn't just get torn to shreds when Bruce Banner transforms. Why isn't the Hulk naked is an age-old Marvel question. But Kevin Smith has an answer. That's good. We need an answer. On Wednesday morning, the director, who was recovering from a massive heart attack, feel better, Kevin, responded to a concerned Marvel fan's question, why is it when Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk, his pants don't totally split apart? Twitter user Andu711 asked, tagging Marvel, Stanley, Mark Ruffalo, and Kevin Smith in her tweet. Did I miss this answer somewhere in my life? In his response, Smith noted that the Fantastic Four had special costumes that adapted with their bodies and suggested that maybe Bruce asked for a special pair of trousers to spare everyone the sight of the Hulk's giant green peen. This article shouldn't exist. This article shouldn't exist. This is my opinion. You want me to rotate my camera a little bit? Is that better? Yeah. All right. This is the same This is the same website, by the way, that went on and wanted to talk about me and Comicsgate. So it's par for the course. Anyway, yeah, spare everyone the sight of the Hulk's giant green peen. Well, I'm not necessarily sure that that's what Twitter user Andu711 wanted. I mean, seems like that was a concern of theirs. In Marvel Comics, Reed Richards invented a material made from unstable molecules, which allows his outfit to stretch, torches to burn, and suits to go invisible. Maybe Bruce's clothes too, Smith suggested before dropping a nerdy little Mallrats factoid. Trivia, Unstable Molecules was also the production company name under which we made Mallrats. Trivia, Mallrats was my first movie credit. Did you guys know that? Oh, it's true. I'm in the credits for that film, having done some of the one of the opening title bits of artwork, these fake comic book covers. It was a very strange thing. I was sitting at a convention in 1995, and Joe Quesada came up to me with Kevin Smith, and I had just seen his movie because I lived in New Jersey, and everybody was talking about this movie Clerks, And so, you know, I knew who he was kind of, but it was no big deal. Like he was just an indie filmmaker. And Joe Quesada said, hey, we're doing this thing. Would you do this thing with us? And I said, okay. And so hence my movie credit in Mallrats. And I shook Kevin Smith's hand. Yeah. Now, this isn't a perfect answer. If the technology exists, why wouldn't Bruce Banner ask for a full set of rip-proof clothes instead of just burning through a shirt every time he transforms? The Fantastic Four explanation only applies to the comics, since the Fantastic Four aren't a part of the MCU, at least not yet. Some supplementary Marvel information reveals that Tony Stark made Bruce some special stretchy pants, as seen in Avengers Age of Ultron, but we still have a shirt problem. This is a news article, guys. I don't know why this isn't linked on Drudge Report. The real reason why the Hulk's pants don't tear off is because Disney isn't about to make a superhero movie with Technicolor full frontal male nudity. That's more Watchmen style. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, great. All right, so that article was for someone. It wasn't for me. Let's look at their next article. Bucky's arm looks more badass than ever before in this Infinity War photo. Well, according to whom? Let's see. Oh, so we get there he is right there. Let's look at his arm. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Does that look more badass than ever? Huh? This new arm is much darker than his previous one and has a golden trim. His previous arm was lighter, shinier, and had a communist red star on the shoulder. There it is. There's why it's more badass right there. Hey, Stuart, thanks for the super chat. And it's all diaper money. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the work you're doing, especially the tutorials. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. You guys, I don't know how old most of you are. According to my analytics, you're all between the ages of 35 and 44. Shout off. How old are you guys? I want to know your ages. Yeah. Most of you, 15, really? 19, 32, 24? Yeah. My analytics are about right. Some of you are really young, so that's really cool. In any case, a handful of you are older than me. 1%, 1.5% of my viewers are 65 and older, which I like. I wish I knew who those people were. Yeah, so I really like being, I enjoy being your Uncle Ethan. I enjoy teaching you. It is my pleasure. I hope you do get something from it. Apparently this entire article was written because they were excited that his arm has a communist red star on the shoulder. And that was it. That was the whole purpose of this article here. Oh, what's the next article? Kristen Ritter reveals the thing only dudes ask for at Comic-Con. Oh, that's a clickbaity title. All right. Let's find out what Jessica Jones deals with when she goes to a convention. What is it that dudes ask for that women don't ask for? No one asks for a punch from Captain America, but a lot of dudes are asking to get a right hook from Jessica Jones. In an interview to promote Season 2 of the Marvel Netflix series Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter revealed the strange request only guys ask for at Comic-Con: a punch in the face. Oh my God, they're all asking for it. Whether they're... okay. So many people in this business, so many are asking for that, whether they actually oralize it or not. On Wednesday, Ritter appeared on CBS This Morning to talk about this week's premiere of her acclaimed Marvel drama. When host Gayle King asked if fans dare Ritter to hit them, she replied, "Only men. I've never had a woman yet ask me to punch them." And then here's the full exchange. If you want me to read this dialogue? Okay, King. You're known for your superpowers. So do people come up to you? I was reading that people actually come up to you and say, "Go ahead, hit me, Kristen, hit me, arm wrestle." Is that true? Yeah, it's a thing. You know, it happens. Men and women? Men. I've never had a woman yet, come up to me and ask me to punch them. But a lot of times we go to conventions and Comic-Con and things like that to promote the show, and a lot of men ask me to either arm wrestle them or punch them. What do you do? I just go for it. You got to give fans what they want. My fans keep me employed, so they want me to punch them? Fine. The note here is probably Dudes of America, lighten up. Don't ask to get punched so much, by Kristen Ritter. Guys, this is a comic book news site. This is the comic section of Inverse, of a news site. And so far, there's nothing really about comics. It all seems to be about movies and TV that are comic book related. Oh, there's more. Why are they advertising tools on this article? Wholesale power tools. Though men asked to get punched, Ritter added that many men come to her about their own stories of trauma and abuse, which Ritter's character endured in season 1 from the villain Kilgrave, played by David Tennant. I think it's one of the most moving experiences of the job, Ritter told the CBS host. I've had women come up to me and say they feel represented. This is really sad. Made them feel better about what they've been through in their own lives, and simply seeing a badass female character like this has meant a lot to women and men, she said. So that's something that's been exciting for me and makes me want to work even harder and throw myself into the role. What a bummer. That should have been what the article was about. Like, no, this was a clickbaity thing about men wanting to get punched in the face by a woman, but the real meat and potatoes of the article is right there. Goodness sakes. Goodness sakes, guys. I don't know. I can't read any more of this. This is a very strange thing. One of these days I'll go back and we'll read that Comicsgate article. Yeah, I know the whole article is cringe. This whole website is cringe. I'm sorry. I know most of you did not come here for the sake of cringe. That's not why we come to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. We come to Comic Artist Pro Secrets for one reason and one reason only. And that is brutally honest comic reviews. So let's begin. This is a brutally honest. Oh, my mouth is all dry from talking so long to the comic pros. Oh my God, I'm talking all day long. Yeah, this is a fellow named Vendant, and he wants to be a comic book artist. He is an adult, and he did send me just 3 pages this time. I believe he sent me at least one submission before, and yeah, this time he sent me one, and I just saw it like in my inbox, and I just thought, all right, we're gonna do it. Let's do it. There's no reason to put this off any longer. So it's just 3 pages, and yeah, let me get some paper. We're gonna do some redraws. I appreciate all of your patience. I definitely appreciate all your patience. James says my beta rays will make you into a soy boy. Whew, that's soy. I saw a whole video about what soy milk does to men. Or just soy. I don't know if it's soy milk. I don't know what soy is. It's in coffee. People drink it in coffee. But like what it does is it turns you into a woman. What? Yeah, and it gives you boobies. It gives you moobs, man boobs. Dalton Beauregard says that's a myth. Other people are letting me know that soy is a bean. Evil Ash Zero says your boy has a stream going on right now too. Whoops. I didn't mean that. Honestly, I meant to have my stream go on at 10 o'clock, and I'm sure he was kind of... He is very considerate, your boy Zach. So sorry about that. You guys can go see him if you want, but I got to soldier on with this brutally honest portfolio review, as you can see right here. There's my knife hand. All right. Yeah. So my Mega Beams. I don't know what. I think we're missing a page. My Omega Beams, question mark, like exclamation point, question mark. He can't hide, he can't run. Will he find a way to stay alive? Let's see what the next panel tells us. Is this like a splash page? This might be like a title page, like the first page of yeah. I don't know what this is. I think this is the bad guy just because he's silhouetted out. And I think that this guy here is the good guy because he looks kind of... Oh, is that Darkseid? And this is Mr. Miracle? Yeah, this is Mr. Miracle. For some reason, I had it in my head right away that this was going to be kind of a creator-owned effort. And no. We're doing Darkseid and Mr. Miracle. Okay, so that's good. Let me see. All right, we got some problems here. At the same time, I mean, this looks very McFarlane influenced here. But hang on, let's flip the page and let's see what goes on. All right, so prophecies are weird. Why? They're vague, cryptic. Yeah, about a definitive future. So why even have one? I don't know if this is did he write this or is he redrawing what somebody else did? Can't be sure. Yeah, you guys are talking about the Japanese using a lot of soy. Is that true? Well, there is soy sauce. Wait a second. If I have soy sauce with like my rice, is that gonna make me into a woman? Or it doesn't make you into a woman, but it makes you very feminine. Soy boy. Yeah, soy sauce. I don't know. A.V. Fagan says it's too late. The hell, I'm all man. It's a myth, dude. I drink soy milk and I'm jacked. I don't know. I think there is scientific evidence that there is estrogen conveyed in soy. Basically, I think it helps pregnancies. I think it helps women get pregnant. I don't think it's a myth. I think they actually inject women, with soy. I don't know. I'm listening to you guys, and you guys are. I mean, there are various opinions here. Most of you are agreeing that okay. So soy sauce is processed soybeans have a chemical that is very chemically similar to estrogen. Why are they doing this? Soylent Green is people. I don't know, man. Okay, so some of you are agreeing that what I heard is correct. Comic Artist Pro soy crits? Hell no. Hell no. All right, so he's putting on his mask here, I think. Or is he taking it off? He's taking it off. Wait a second. Vendant, did you send these pages to me backwards? I think you sent these to me backwards. I think this is panel 1. And this is this is panel 2. Your Darkseid isn't scary. He's kind of cute. He's got a nose. He's got a wino's nose that you've given him here. This kind of thing that you put around him makes him look kind of, I don't know, kind of cute. Like he's had some stuff to drink. Should we redraw Darkseid? I think you need to understand a few things. Like Darkseid is, he looks a little like W.C. Fields. What do you guys think? Yeah. All right, so you guys are agreeing. Little W.C. Fields action happening with Darkseid. I'm not a Darkseid artist, but I will tell you. Darkseid is, Darkseid is basically chiseled out of rock, isn't he? I mean, I've drawn him a couple times in my career. Let me just see if I can bust out a Darkseid real quick. Let's redraw that panel. So we got Darkseid, and he is. Is there a piece of eraser dust on my desk? All right. I'll turn on a light here. That might make it better. Today I got on my keyboard and I played the entire Revolver album by the Beatles, of course. The entire album. And I didn't know that I could do it. I mean, but I did do it, and it sounded pretty good. You know, I busted out For No One and Taxman, all those songs. I don't know why I did it. Just had a little bit of energy. I know you guys never want to hear me play the piano. You've all told me to stop it several times. Every time I go on my piano and I play a song, like a Jason Derulo song, like Wiggle or Talk Dirty to Me on my piano, you guys get angry. And I learned really quick. One thing I learned from watching Diversity in Comics videos is you really need to listen to your audience. And when they tell you to knock it off, you need to knock it off. Okay? Yeah. So I no longer get on my piano and play tunes for you guys. I learned my lesson. You know. Well, I mean, you know, I do play Guns N' Roses. I can play Welcome to the Jungle on my on a Casio keyboard. It sounds crazy. It doesn't sound right at all. All right, so let's talk about Darkseid's little nose here. There's something about drawing kind of thuggish, kind of, you know, chunky, kind of like the Thing or like the Hulk. You know, this is the shape that you'll use over and over again. I don't know what it is. There's this kind of helmet shape kind of thing. It looks a little phallic on the top of their heads like this. And, yeah. Oh, well, you know, thank you for the super chat, Eric Brand. You're very generous. When in doubt, go for the redraw. Oh, I'm glad you guys do like that. Okay. Well, at least Eric does. So, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I listened to Eric. Like, Eric said, well, we like the redraws. Oh, well, I'll do more of those. Oh, well, we hate it when you get on the piano and cover Metallica songs. Oh, well, I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. You don't want to hear Enter Sandman as a lullaby. That's fine. I'm not here to torture you guys. Yeah. All right, now, as you can see, the other problem is we've got the mouth way up here, way high up underneath the nose. Kind of looks like the dude from the Lollipop Guild. Yeah. We don't want to do that. You don't want to have the mouth way up here. You want to have the mouth way down here, believe it or not. Almost like a gorilla. Look at that. Like Harambe. Oh, I'm going to make myself cry. I know that's an old meme. It's a dead meme, but you know, it still gets to me. Poor Harambe. Was that 2 years ago? Yeah. Well, maybe we should have, I don't know, maybe there's a resurgence of... Well, last night we talked about an old dead meme. We talked about Pepe, you know, and we did that story. You guys were like, hey, you know, that idea of Cyberfrog going in and rescuing Pepe from the alt-right and then, like, saving him from those maniacs, maybe beating up the alt-right along the way, and then, like, rescuing Pepe, and this whole story would end with Cyberfrog. Pepe's like, I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling weak, and Cyberfrog feeds him the blue pill. Remember? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm working on it right now. So we've got Cyberfrog rescuing Pepe from who's got him right now? Cyberfrog is rescuing Pepe from God, what is that website called now? No, I can't remember. Help me, guys. Yeah. Not 4chan. Well, 4chan too. InfoWars. Thank you. All Matt Fury is doing right now is he's suing the hell out of InfoWars and he's trying to get his Pepe back from those monsters who were, I mean, they made him into a white supremacist symbol. He's not a white supremacist symbol. He is a green supremacist symbol, if anything. And yeah. So Cyberfrog is going to rescue him and return him to Matt Fury. No longer will he be dressed in, alt-right regalia or anything like that. He'll be normal again. All right, good. Back to Dark Side. Again, I started working on that. I started telling that story, and then I just went, you guys don't even want to see that anyway. I do listen. And again, who taught me that? Zach taught me that. Zach taught me, just listen to what your base wants and give them what they want. All right, so, Darkseid, basically, his mouth is low. He's got big, huge tombstone teeth. You got to put cracks in his face like this. I don't know. Is this right? Probably not. Jack Kirby would come and beat my ass right now. Yeah. At some point, recently, in current year, when people talk about Jack Kirby, they used to talk about what he could do, as an artist, what he did, the things that he created, and what an amazing influence he was on the entire industry, how he really helped transition, from the Golden Age into the Silver Age, and created characters that we'll never forget. And he was just so prolific. I mean, he was doing, 8 pages a day, and every single page was, nothing looked the same. If you go and look at Fantastic Four by Jack Kirby, if you look at those books, they'll blow your mind. They'll absolutely blow your mind. Every page he did looked different. These characters were unique and new and everything. He was so good. So good. And now when people talk about Jack Kirby, and this just started happening, they talk about how he would beat everyone's ass. Did you notice that? Jack Kirby would, he punched people, man. Jack Kirby, he would beat your ass. I'm when did Jack Kirby become a tough guy? Maybe he was a tough guy, but when is that what we talked about when it comes to Jack Kirby? That's kind of a current year kind of thing. All right, so this is kind of the way Darkseid's head should be, I think. What do you guys think? Is it close? And then, we just want to kind of broaden out from the shoulders. His shoulders are wide. Oh, wait. And he wears a tank top. He's sleeveless. It's not a tank top, but it's sleeveless. Like that, right? Vile Delinquent says, do you think Jack knowingly followed the artistic rules you taught us, the horizon line and such? I think so. You know what? I never really looked at Jack Kirby's work before and checked to see if he was doing perspective grids. I never thought to check that, but we could do that. Let's bust out some of these here. Get some old issues of Fantastic Four. And Torin, yes, I did. Thank you, I did. And I think I wrote back to you, or I tried to. Hang on a second. And my email to you got returned. This is to Torin Johnson. Please email me your address. I don't have it. All right, so we've got some issues of Fantastic Four here that we can bust out. Well, grids don't take very long to do. They really don't. So let's get a pencil on this. This is a copy of Fantastic Four number 7. Yeah. All right, so let's do a little line here. Hold on a second. Well, we know that the horizon line is meant to be, well, all right, yeah. No. Interesting. All right, let's see here. There. And there. 2-point perspective. Horizon line right here. Right here. So, yeah, I mean, he did, at least on this cover. Yeah, guys, this is just it's like a 6.0. Don't worry. It's not that big a deal. It's just a comic book. Look, it's just a comic book that someone preserved for 68 years. It's not... It came to me to die. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's mine now. It's not leaving my hands. Yeah. Let's look. Well, you guys asked. You wanted to know about Jack Kirby doing perspective. Now, I mean, a lot of times he would just drop out the background, like right here. But, I don't know. Why are you guys getting so upset? Somebody wants me to pee on it. I'm not going to pee on it. Goodness sakes. As I look at this, I'm not seeing a lot of instances where perspective... See, here's perspective right here. And this is not correct. Whoa, that is... Whoa. Boys and men. My secret new Dynaflex method can build you a magnificent new He-Man muscle body. I want a Skeletor muscle body. No, I want a Manny Faces body. Where do I... Oh, wait, hold on. So I got the coupon here. Name, Ethan. Van Skyver. Age, 43. Address, oh, I can't get it. All right. Well, listen. You know, he's got a secret new Dynaflex method. Yeah, I mean, again, this isn't a lot of perspective here. I mean, this kind of is. This is 1-point perspective. And it looks like he did probably use a grid here. Yeah. Look at this. Holy moly. Anyway, the point of all this really was, I mean, this is who Jack Kirby was. And he was clearly someone who was incredibly gifted. And people talk about him now like, oh, he's just some dude that beats ass. Like, he beats your ass. He would beat you up if he heard you talking about that. Here's a copy of Fantastic Four number 10. Does this look like a man who wants to beat your ass? That's Jack Kirby right down there, and that's Stan Lee. And together they're watching this go down right here. Yeah, this is 12 cents. Oops. Yeah, I just put a big dent in the cover. Return of Dr. Doom. Yeah, when I see him doing perspective, which is rare, it does really seem like he didn't really do a grid, but he kind of had the general idea. You know what I mean? Like, this is all, yeah. It's, it's there. Look at Dr. Doom. Look how great. Look at this face on Reed. Oh my God, it's so good. Whoa, a real doll. 50 cents. You can get a real doll. Oh. Sweet. Get a doll to kiss. What else is in here? Get a new accordion. Save half. Yeah. Huh. I like that picture. I did. Yeah. Hold on. that going. Yeah, 50 cents. Hold on. Do you think this is still valid? I think it's still good. I don't know. And mail it in. Right, I'll fill it out later. I can't let you guys know my address. All right. Yeah. All right. This is pretty good though. Yeah, so anyway, Kirby was the man. Here's a copy of issue 14. Here's 16. Look at this cover. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at Ant-Man, The Return of Doctor Doom. Look at how great Kirby was, the way he made this, his jaw. I mean, like now this is kind of a modern thing. Like everybody has characters that look like this. But look at his little mouth here sticking out. Is like, oh, it's so good. In the clutches of Doctor Doom. This is my favorite villain of all time, Super Skrull. At the mercy of Rama Tut, number 19. We'll go, I mean, we can cut these all up later. All right, let's get rid of these. Garbage. All right, here we go. They're just comics, guys, relax. They're just comics. All right, here we go. People get upset over nothing. What you need to get upset about is this. All right, so we got this basically done. What's wrong here is the mouth is too high. It has lips on it. The nose is too fat, and it needs to be kind of smaller and more shell-like. I offer this in contrast. This is my version. We just do a layover there. This is closer to what I think the character is meant to look like. So, okay. But it's fine, Bendon. I mean, you know, you give it a shot. I do enjoy your backgrounds. I think they're pretty good here. I grew up on Apocalypse. Goodnight, Sunshine. Oh, I think that's the title of the book. Goodnight, Sunshine. Yeah. By Vendant. Yeah. Standing on a rock. We have a lot of work to do. I'm sorry, Vedant. Is it Vedant? How would you pronounce this? Vedant. I think I've been calling you Vendant. I saw an extra N in there, and I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I do like the rock here, and I like the shadow underneath Darkseid. All right, so the next page, he takes off his mask. Prophecies are weird. Why? If it was to begin a cycle, why be so ambiguous? Better if it was up in my face. This is good right here. This panel is excellent. I like the way that you used a silhouette on the background here. I swear to God, I don't mean to totally freak out, but I can't. These cell phone stands are driving me nuts. They get in the shot. Yeah, so this is good because you have a kind of black silhouette here in the foreground, and basically what that does is that it makes him in the foreground, and then it pushes him into the background a little bit more, which I think is really, really good. Yeah, and then all right, let's wait. I'm getting messages here that you guys aren't allowed to see. All right, and then it's gonna come again. You guys, shut up. All right, and then God damn, I'm sorry. Excuse my language. All right, I don't know what to do here because I'm getting texts from people you guys should not know about. A lot of secret stuff is going on, and I don't want you to know. And the texts are showing up right on the screen. It's very embarrassing. Yeah, and then we got a nice. It's Vladimir Putin. I like that. That's a good answer. I can't shut off notifications, can I? You know what? I tried to do that before, and it didn't work. And they kept coming. Well, you guys say that, but... All right, let me try. For God's sake, they won't be quiet. Maybe if I turn my Wi-Fi off. Will that work? Nope, it won't work. Airplane mode, let's try that. I think airplane mode will work. Right? Yeah. I know you guys think I have 25 tablets. I don't. I only have like 4. All right. We got to do some redraws. It's almost inevitable. Emergency Justice says, use a streaming computer. Yeah, I know. Light a fire with your Kirby comics to keep us warm while we wait. Did you guys get any snow tonight? We got like 18 inches of snow. It's crazy. No, you can't see them right now. I think they stopped coming. Okay. Fool, you dare... I don't know. Vedant, I want to encourage you to continue drawing. I do. I'm not sure if I have too many comments about specifics here. I'm glad to see that you are doing pages. I really am. I think this is an impressively attempted shot. Let's look at it this way. Basically, you know, one of the main things that I say over and over again is that you got to just kind of draw what you're supposed to draw, and if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. And this here is a perfect example of that. He drew the shot probably that he should have drawn. Now, I would have done it differently. Let me get a piece of paper here. I mean, let's see. Let's get a little light going on. Yeah. I mean, I would have... Okay. So let's say this is the panel. And he's got this, it says "Good Night Sunshine" up here. I would have Darkseid come all the way up here. Hi, Eve La Renaissance. I hope you're feeling better today. I never really did get to find out what was wrong with you. Yesterday you were sad. Yeah, I mean, really take up use the room that you've got. Use the space on the panel. Mostly what we want to see, in most cases, is we do want to see big shots of our heroes and our villains. So I would actually, I would almost agree with what you did. I would make Darkseid way bigger than Mr. Miracle. I'd have him on the ground here, looking kind of beat up. Let's put his arm like this. He's like, oh my God. He's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have asked, I shouldn't have asked Jessica Jones to punch me at a convention. Because this is what happens. Yeah. I'd have him even standing on the cape. Like, have him kind of standing on the shredded cape here. They're on some kind of cool rock. Like that. And then we've got, I don't know what goes on here, some demons. But those demons are not important. We got a little lava in the background, some more rock mountainy nonsense. And whatever these are, these demons can kind of fill up this space right here. But this is kind of, I mean, go ahead and utilize the space that you have. Fill the space that you have with your awesome heroes and villains. That's what you need to do. You've got this much room. You know that you need this much room. You need so much room to show the background and the environment and everything. Darkseid wears a skirt. Did you guys know that? Little go-go skirt. It does. To this day, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this is my version of this panel. I think I've redrawn this whole page now. Why do you say it's a tunic? It's not a tunic. It's a skirt. You can call it a kilt. Under no circumstances is it a tunic, right? Right or wrong? I think a tunic... Hold on, let me zoom back out again. I'm pretty sure a tunic just kind of hangs down in the front like He-Man. Like this is He-Man's furry little tunic. Right? That's a skirt. That's tight, you know, it really shows off a lot of leg. It's tight around the buttocks. It's like a go-go skirt. I don't know if it's jorts. It's a mini skirt, yeah. Loincloth, I don't know. Wait a second. What? A tunic is a long shirt. Are you sure about that? It's a short, tight tunic. All right, some people are correcting me here. I thought a tunic was something like this, but somebody's saying that's a loincloth, and I don't know. Now, look, you guys teach me a lot more than I teach you. Honestly, diversity, inclusion, compassion, kindness in comics says he has the ass to pull it off. God bless him. Yeah, I mean, if I had an ass like that, I probably were, I don't know, maybe not. Well, somebody says I'm correct, Mr. Johnny Kid, but if everyone is telling me that I'm incorrect. Nikki Engler says tunic is a long shirt, tied at the waist. That's what, is this a shirt? I guess it is kind of, isn't it? You know, he's got his arms behind his back here. Tunic or mini skirt? If you guys could research that and let me know. I honestly, my wife doesn't know. She doesn't know that kind of stuff. Yeah, she doesn't know what a tunic is. Like, you'd have to play Dungeons and Dragons to know what a tunic is. Tunics are antiquated. You know, nobody wears a tunic anymore. I think ABBA. Was ABBA the last, like, fashionably worn tunics? Let me see. I'm going to look that up real quick. Do you guys mind? And ABBA, it looked good. Oh, I can't because I'm in airplane mode on this one. Let me see. Yeah, I think ABBA did. They had like long shirts that look like night shirts, and they had like a tiger on it, like with a bedazzled tiger, and then they wore a white leather belt tying it in the middle, and it looked pretty good. And then they'd wear like gym socks up past their knees. Okay, well, maybe you guys are right. You know, I don't want to fight over it, honestly, guys. This isn't a reason, this isn't something I want to fight over. All right, so we redrew that. Oh, we got another paper under here. Thanks, Cyberfrog. Hey, it's my pleasure, bro. It's my pleasure. Thanks. Thanks for you being you. Now I can start anew. I can start over again. Okay, so I wanted to redraw, I wanted to redraw this right here, kind of. Actually, I should redraw this whole page because it doesn't really, like, okay, so he's taken off his mask in defiance of Darkseid, and then he runs, he says self-destruct, and he jumps off the cliff. I don't know. I get it. I get it. This is a really well done panel, Vedant. I do like this. You do need to work on your anatomy. I am sorry to tell you. That is a big thing. You need to work on your figure drawing. These panels, these long shots, here you have to use them very sparingly and also be careful when you do to make sure that they're crystal clear. It's not always clear when you do these long shots. And we had this discussion yesterday where somebody did a panel of Spider-Gwen falling to her doom, and they just had a long shot, like a really small inset panel kind of long shot of Spider-Gwen falling to her doom, and it didn't really work. In some cases, and almost always, you do want to kind of allow panels like that are important for storytelling. This is important for storytelling. You do need to just make sure that you go the extra mile to make that crystal clear. None of this is clear to me. I don't know what this is. I guess this is smoke going in front of the rock. I don't know what. Is he leaving? Oh, wait. Is he flying away? Who is saying fool? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, by the way, now that it's in airplane mode, now the images won't load for some reason, which is annoying. Bryce Drake, who is a troll, said, you should replace your drawing desk with a table made out of iPads. Bryce Drake, if I could, don't you think I would have done that by now? As it stands, I've got, my desk already looks like the Batcave. It already does. Yeah. All right. So I give Vedant a passing grade. I'm just unhappy about some of the unclarity here. I don't really get this. This is fine, but it's just a poorly drawn figure. We need to work on our clarity. Clarity. Okay, and that's all. That's all I would like you to do. All right, so I want to thank you guys for coming and joining me tonight. I hope you all learned something. To review, we talked about inverse. I don't know if my visiting this site was a plug for this site, but do feel free to go visit inverse. Eventually, I think what I'd like to do is do a live chat where we discuss nonsense like this, and like the article that I discussed in this about Comicsgate. Let's talk about what Comicsgate actually is. People have questions about it, and I get drawn into it, so I think we should actually talk about it maybe. And that's the thing. So to review, we talked about inverse, and we did this portfolio review. Now, some of you may be asking me, how do I get my portfolio brutally, honestly reviewed? It's very simple. You can email it to me at Ethan, ETHAN12032 @gmail.com, or you can tweet it to me through a direct message, otherwise known as a DM. You can do that. I let them kind of pile up, and then I'll just choose one randomly. I have Patreon, and so many of you, I now have 102 Patreon patrons who give me money every month. And at this point, I feel like it is my duty. I have to. You guys are paying me to do brutally honest portfolio reviews, to redraw things for you. I am a paid teacher, and I am more than happy to do that. So if I miss a day, it's purely by accident. I mean to do them daily, as long as you guys keep sending them to me. Eventually, you will get your portfolio reviewed. And I got to figure out what to do. These are piling up, like all the little scrappy drawings that I'm doing. I've got to figure out what to do with these, because I'm keeping them all. I don't know if they should be something that I scan and put in a little room or a little section on Patreon or something like that, but people should have access to them in any case. Yeah. No, I will not review naked pictures of you, Cecil. Tasteful as you say that they might be. Vile Delinquent asks, could you ever review any writing or only art? I could read your writing. If you'd like me to do a dramatic reading of your writing, that is something I'd be willing to do. Do I have an opinion that is worth a damn? No, I don't. I don't have an opinion about people's writing. Caleb Hughes, are you exclusive to DC Comics? Thank you for the super chat. Yes, at this moment, I'm exclusive to DC Comics. That is true. But that doesn't mean I can't, draw Cyberfrog every now and then. Dark Blood Cinema says, where can I send you my writing portfolio? The same thing. It's very important that if you would like me to do a live reading now of your writing portfolio, you can send me maybe 2 pages of script to Ethan, ETHAN 12032 at gmail.com, or you can DM it to me at Twitter. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. Bryce Drake, who is a troll, asks if his portfolio could be next. Bryce, if I didn't literally, well, not literally, but figuratively kick your portfolio out of a window, I will find your portfolio. He says, I am not a troll. I will find your portfolio. I will review it because you've asked me, I think, twice, and I know it's important to you. Bryce says he's not a troll. He's just charming. I have yet to see the evidence of that, but I am paying attention. I've got 2 trolls in here. Ace Wolf 75 is the other one, but he's actually mellowed out a little bit. He says, you should post that info in your description bar info. I did. It's up there. My email address is in my description bar on my channel site. So you can actually, if you forget it, you can go there. That's where most people get my email address and send me emails. I get a lot of fan mail, which I really, really appreciate. Dr. Boggle says, will you defenestrate bad portfolios? I feel like it's not the purpose of this channel. But I love the word defenestrate. It's great. The doctor says, Ethan, you didn't love that book I pulled out of the dollar bin for you yesterday. I'm bummed. Well, doctor, we have discussed that particular issue that you got from the dollar bin. It is a copy of The Remnants from Heroes Reborn, and it was a it was a tough. Listen, I got double trolled on that issue. I got double trolled. Do you want to know how I got double trolled? I got double trolled because first of all, X32 is in that book. So I basically had the idea for X23 and kind of offered it to Marvel Knights. They solicited me to come up with an idea for a junior version of established Marvel character. And I said, hey, how about Wolverine's kind of half Japanese, half Canadian daughter? Her name can be Lynx or X32. And it was X32 because I thought I was being funny because she, if you look at the X32 in the mirror, it says sex. And I still love subliminal sex messages. So anyway, she appeared in Remnants, and then I didn't finish Remnants. So the book is terrible, but what's his name? Tom Brevoort made fun of me in the credits. He called all of my inkers who had to help me finish the book, he called them the Sciver. Not the Van Sciver, I don't think. I think just the Sciver bailout brigade. And that I actually was like, wait a second, bro. I did my best. So anyway, and the book is funny because it does have the original X23 in it. Also, it has a extremely overweight Deadpool. But if you paid $1 for it, you may have overpaid. And I would say, maybe return it, but I don't know. Yeah. It's up to you. It is up to you. Here's an idea. Since Marvel is basically doing Cursed, why not do a series in which DC characters get the curse? I could. Wildcard Production says, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, are all of the portfolio reviews going to be reviews and live streams from now on, or will you trade off between uploads and live reviews? I like the uploads. I will trade off. The reason why Okay. The reason why they've all been live streams lately is because I just haven't had the time during the day. Like during the day, I've got time. I want to upload like 3 videos per day. Why is my delay really low? What do you mean? You named Wolverine's daughter Sex? I like Laura better. I'd steer clear of Logan, dude. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. By the time it's time to do a live stream, I just figure, hey, let's do a brutally honest portfolio review live. But it does make me kind of crunch a little bit, so it might be better to just, take my time and do carefully thought out uploads, videos of brutally live portfolio reviews, while you guys still want them, until we think of something better to do. Yeah, 3 videos per day is a lot, but like. All right, look, there's a lot of stupid stuff that I want to talk about lately. Comics news just seems like I want to talk about stuff. And I got the idea because somebody was asking me, hey, what do you think of Tom Cruise as Hal Jordan? And I was like, what? And I was like, well, that's a reason to make a video right there. And then I got into it. I started reading these comic book news sites. And I was like, these are not, like... These news sites, they're not worth... I don't know what's going on with comics, guys. Something really bad is going on with comics right now, frankly. It's absolutely strange that you guys are being subjected to news sites like Inburst there, where there's absolutely nothing of value. There's nothing worthwhile for you to read there. There's nothing encouraging or, we have to save this industry. We have to demand better. We just have to demand better. Yeah. I'm glad you love the Cyberfrog. All right. So anyway, I meant to say goodbye a little while ago. I should probably just say goodnight to you guys and just tell you that, I care. I'm privileged to be your Uncle Ethan. Go ahead and send me your portfolios. We will rock them out. Go see... Sinestro is struggling. No, I am. Go see Diversity in Comics. I think he's still got a live stream going or whatever. Mr. Temporal says something really, really interesting. He says the good comics news is on Comics Explained, Comics Historian, Comic Historian, The Weekly Pool, and also Variant Comics. Those channels right now are doing everything that these other mainstream news sites aren't doing, and support them. We got to support YouTube as much as you can. All right, guys. So you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.